In a galaxy far, far away, the Force wove an intricate tapestry of light and dark, balance and conflict. Among its most fascinating threads were the paths of the Jedi and the Sith, two orders with fundamentally different philosophies and practices regarding the Force. The Jedi Order, protectors of peace and justice, trained their apprentices in the serene halls of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. From a young age, children sensitive to the Force were brought to the temple, where they were taught the ways of the Jedi. These young initiates, called younglings, began their journey with lessons on the history of the Jedi, the nature of the Force, and the importance of mindfulness and self-control. As they progressed, younglings became Padawans, each assigned to a Jedi Knight or Master who would mentor them. Jedi training focused on discipline, control, and the cultivation of inner peace. Padawans learned to manage their emotions, striving for a state of calm detachment. This philosophy, while fostering harmony and balance, often limited their access to the raw, unbridled power of the Force. The Jedi Code emphasized serenity, knowledge, and the selfless use of the Force for the greater good. Across the galaxy, in places often shrouded in darkness and secrecy, the Sith operated with a very different philosophy. Sith Lords, practitioners of the dark side of the Force, sought out individuals who showed potential for great power and ambition. These individuals, known as acolytes, were brought to Sith academies hidden on remote worlds like Korriban and Dramun Kais. Sith training was brutal and demanding. From the moment they entered the academy, acolytes were subjected to a harsh and often brutal regimen designed to test their limits. Sith Lords taught their apprentices to embrace their emotions. Anger, hate, and fear were not to be shunned but harnessed. These powerful emotions became fuel for the dark side of the Force, providing Sith apprentices with surges of power that their Jedi counterparts rarely experienced. Sith training was not just about survival, but about dominance. In the Sith Academy, only the strongest, most cunning, and ruthless survived. Apprentices were pushed to their limits, often forced to fight each other to prove their worth. This relentless environment honed their skills and made them powerful warriors. The Sith philosophy of survival of the fittest ensured that only the most capable rose to prominence. Unlike the Jedi, who were bound by ethical constraints and a commitment to the greater good, the Sith had no such limitations. They delved into forbidden knowledge and ancient rituals, exploring aspects of the Force that the Jedi considered unnatural or too dangerous. This unrestricted use of the Force allowed Sith apprentices to develop abilities that were far beyond the reach of many Jedi. Sith teachings included the study of Sith alchemy and sorcery, ancient practices that could manipulate the very fabric of life and death. They learned to channel the dark side to create powerful Sith artifacts, enhance their physical abilities, and even achieve a form of immortality. The pursuit of this forbidden knowledge made them formidable adversaries. The Sith Code emphasized personal ambition in the pursuit of power. Every Sith apprentice was driven by a fierce desire to surpass their master and attain ultimate power. This ambition was a powerful motivator, pushing them to take risks and make sacrifices that Jedi, who valued balance and harmony, would avoid. The relationship between a Sith master and apprentice was one of mutual benefit and constant tension, with the apprentice always striving to become the master. In this crucible of ambition, emotion, and ruthless competition, the Sith apprentices often emerged as formidable opponents. Their aggressive training and the intense competition they faced prepared them for any challenge. They were not just powerful in combat, but also adept in using the dark side of the Force to bend reality to their will. While the Jedi relied on their sense of community and the sustainable use of the Force, the Sith apprentices often wielded greater raw power. However, this power came at a cost. The dark side was seductive and corrupting, often leading its users down a path of self-destruction. Many Sith fell to their own ambition, betrayed by their apprentices or consumed by their own power. Despite these risks, the power and knowledge gained through the dark side were undeniable. The Sith believed that through conflict and strife, they would achieve true strength. They saw the Jedi's commitment to peace and selflessness as weakness, a refusal to embrace the true potential of the Force. Throughout the ages, the galaxy bore witness to countless battles between the Jedi and the Sith. Each side believed in the righteousness of their cause, wielding their power to shape the fate of the galaxy. The Jedi, with their wisdom and balance, and the Sith, with their power and ambition, exemplified the dual nature of the Force itself. Two sides of the same coin, forever in conflict, yet inseparably intertwined. Legends tell of great Sith lords whose power was unmatched, like Darth Bane, who established the rule of two, ensuring that the Sith Order remained hidden and strong. There were also Jedi like Luke Skywalker, who brought balance to the Force by overcoming his own inner darkness and the threats posed by the Sith. In this eternal struggle, the galaxy continued to be a stage for the dance of light and dark, where heroes and villains rose and fell, each leaving their mark on the history of the universe. The story of the Jedi and the Sith, with their contrasting paths and philosophies, remains a testament to the complexity and depth of the Force, a force that binds the galaxy together in an endless cycle of creation and destruction, hope and despair. In the end, the galaxy remains a stage for the eternal struggle between the light and dark sides of the Force. The Jedi, with their wisdom, balance, and commitment to peace, stand in stark contrast to the Sith, driven by ambition, power, and the embrace of raw emotion. Their opposing philosophies create a dynamic and ever-changing tapestry, shaping the fate of the universe in an endless cycle of creation and destruction. As long as the Force exists, so too will the epic saga of the Jedi and the Sith,